Hey, good morning, everybody. Dave Cooper. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Saturday morning this morning. I am running a little bit behind. Can you tell? Frantically typing away some of my show notes here. But you know what? I had a morning this morning where the first thing that I got to do was spend time with the immediate past chairman of the NAHB, Greg Ugaldi. We were just kind of talking about our show. That's right, Greg Ugaldi, the immediate past chairman of the NAHB, is going to be on the show tomorrow. Well, let's say Saturday, Monday, 2 days from now. And hockey started, so everything's running together. I mean, hockey with the kids is all the time. So yeah, Monday at 1 p.m., 10 a.m. Pacific, we will have Greg Ugaldi, the immediate past chair of the NAHB, on the show to give us updates from the top of the National Association of Home Builders. And we're going to continue our conversation of what the NAHB is doing in favor of us out here in the world of building and innovation, offsite and traditional construction. And we're going to talk about innovation. We're going to talk about workforce development. We are going to talk about being better at what we do. Building better, building stronger, building smarter, building healthier homes. I don't know. Is there a better way to start off the week than that? Building healthier homes. And if I have it my way, it'll all be done off-site construction one of these days, the smarter way to build, as we like to say. So that's going to be Monday. Listen, if you're just tuning in, we are live on 3 channels, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Please like and share this post and these comments. And also remember, join us on our YouTube channel. Please go there. Please subscribe. We'll put some notes up so everybody knows how to get there. It houses all of the content of everything that we're doing day in and day out. So LinkedIn does not make it simple to find things. It does not make it simple to search for anything. So we're housing everything on YouTube for now. And I think it'd be great if all of you out there could like and share and help promote that so everything could be found. You know, what's interesting, we've had some universities reach out to us and ask to use the data from the videos. Now, who would have thought? Who would have thought that all these videos, I guess there's hidden gems of data in there that universities want to study. University of Denver, University of Oxford was another one. So, I mean, there's universities out there that are looking at this data and not sure what they're going to do with it, but they're going to share it with me. So I'm excited to talk about that and what could potentially come out of that, which is very, very cool. So with that said, I don't know where you're at in your world, but where we're at, I think it's going to be 90 degrees in Connecticut. 90 degrees in Connecticut. You know what the best part about it is for the kids? They got hockey tryouts today, so they won't have to suffer in that 90-degree weather. However, us coaches and parents will have to sit outside in the 90-degree weather waiting for them. But that's fun too, because we have such a great community, and you know that's what Saturdays are for, and that's why this show is what it is. It's 9-ish in the morning. I try and make it on time, but it's really just to give everybody a recap and an update of everything that's been happening on the shows over the last week, and then what is coming up this week as well. So with that said, you know, this past week, we had a great week. We started off the week with our friend Ivan Rupnik from ModX, you know, and we were talking about how important, and this goes back to the conversation I just had about universities, how important data is, how important collaboration is, how important it is to take this information and use it to understand where we can improve our processes and how we build and what we're building. So that's absolutely super cool. And it was great that Ivan was able to join us from ModX. This guy actually joined us. He was overseas. And not only is he an expert in offsite construction, he's an expert offsite construction globally, not just here in the United States. He has been all around the world. He has been to some of the most innovative, largest manufacturing facilities that are out there. So kudos to Ivan for taking the time for being on Dave Cooper Live. We really appreciate it having you on. I really love it. 5 to 5. I'm looking at some notes. 5 and 5 hit 2015 goal to grow volume metric 5% in 5 years. So we also talked about, you know, design for manufactured assembly, DFMA, which is a big thing, collaboration and digital tools. We talked about some of the global successes. If you've not seen this video, you should watch it. There's a ton of information. We talked about, does the rest of the world have a play in the U.S. market? Does the rest of the offsite construction world, Europe, Poland, England, whomever, Estonia, is there a market for them here in the United States? Watch the video. You'll be very surprised who is building over there and shipping the modules on containers here to the United States, to New York City even, and they're building one of the tallest Marriott hotels ever to be built. And guess what? It's coming from Poland. So I'm going to give you a little insight there. But watch the video. You'll learn a ton. You'll learn a ton. And then we talked about what the obstacles are in the industry. What's the obstacles holding offsite back? You know, so ton of information on that show. Okay, moving on. What did we do Tuesday? Oh, man, it seems like 100 shows ago, doesn't it? So Tuesday, building modular with Jennifer Cooper, we talked about estimating. We talked about building modular, the estimating process, all the things that one needs to understand and know in the world of offsite construction and estimating. You got any ideas what that may be, right? Defining scopes of work. You know, this is not site construction where, you know, hey, you show up and you find out that big tree's in your way. You need to know that that tree is in your way. You know, we're swinging big modules and cranes. We also need to make sure that none of the scopes of work are falling through the cracks. Just like the big players in the stick-built world, they collect data, they have checklists, they know their numbers down to the pennies. You need to know that as well. And that's one of the things we were really talking about. Make sure your scopes of work overlap, nothing falls between the cracks. You know, we big believers differently. We build it on paper. We build it on paper. We're not building in the field. We're building on paper. You know how much time and effort and money you can save by focusing on some BIM software, building your projects on paper, as opposed to going, that's not going to work. Try 3D modeling. You'll be surprised how much time and effort that saves you. The modular manufacturers figured it out, and they're not even all using BIM or 3D modeling. There's a way to do it, even if you can't afford it, but you need to pay attention to all these things. And always remember to use the right language on who you're talking to. I'll give you a tip. For those of you who didn't join us, a lot of people out there will say, here's your quote, Mr. and Mrs. Customer. Here's an invoice. This is what it's going to cost you. When you should say, here's your investment summary. It's that simple. Change that one little thing in your life and it'll make a difference, because it's an investment for your customer, whether it's a commercial customer or a homeowner. This is an investment. Stop using the words quote. Stop using the words, you know, invoice. Here's your investment summary. This is what is going to get you to where you want to be in your life, in your building, in your house, whatever it's going to be. So, pro tip. That was a pro tip. And that all came from Jane Marr, by the way. We don't make this stuff up. We work with some of the best in the industry. Jane Marr, opforsuccess.com or .net. I got to look. But if you don't know her, she works with a lot of the big production builders around the country, helps them set up their marketing, helps them set up their design centers, and also helps them retune the way they speak to their customers. And that was just one example. There is a page of those that if you changed a few things in the way you present, right? Because we all are selling and marketing. The way you present what you're putting out there, it'll make a huge difference for you. So that was Tuesday. All right, I see my red button over here lighting up. So let's say good morning to some people. All right. Hey, good morning, John Yawarski. I love to see you on here, man. Look forward to that discussion. I do as well. John is I'll call him a noble. He's an award-winning producer. John, thanks so much for joining on. We've been having some great conversations about some upcoming travel events that we might do, and working together on some production stuff, because we are going to take this show on the road, right, John? Thanks for joining, man. I can't wait to talk to you further about that. Jennifer says, good morning, everyone. And then this LinkedIn user, hello. You know, this is driving me crazy with StreamYard, because I know a lot of times, and I'm going to look on my LinkedIn page, a lot of times people are putting in their information and it just does not show up. So let's just take a look at who may have said that hello. Because it was on LinkedIn, but I'm not seeing it. All right. Well, whoever you are, it is not showing up. So why don't you do me a favor and put your name in there? I'd love to give you the proper shout outs. Ron Williams, good to see you this morning, Ron Williams, 89 in Illinois. You know what? It's going to be hot there. It's going to be hot here. That's not normal for us, is it? Maybe it is. Don't know. All right. We have another good morning. I think this is Jude. Jude, I don't know why it's not showing up. I don't know why. We had this problem last time. They drive me crazy sometimes, LinkedIn. Sometimes crazy. Thank you, Jennifer. Jennifer put up our conversation on Monday. It's a big discussion, everybody. I'm telling you, there's so much micro content out of here. You're going to get tired of maybe seeing it, or you're going to appreciate the fact that we're going to break down these videos and send out some of the most important bits and tips for you. It's important, super important. All right, go Ivan, LinkedIn user. Man, I don't know why these LinkedIn users aren't showing up, but that was also Jude. Thank you, Jude. Love it. Good morning, Joel. Good morning. Happy weekend to you. Joel, wait until you find out what we're doing this upcoming week. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. You just wait. I'm going to get to it in just a minute once I get through and say hello to a couple more people here. All right, Rick Hawkins. Hey, buddy. Good to see you this morning. From Atlanta. Rick, is it going to be hotter in Atlanta or is it going to be hotter here in Connecticut? I think it's going to be in the 90s up here today. We don't live in Connecticut to have 90-degree weather. We like our 75, 85, man, a hot day. But, man, we love our warm days and cool nights. So it's a great thing. DFMA, Joel Hutchinson says, right? Absolutely. Computational design equals future is IC. Watch this space. You know what, Joel? You're 100% right. We're going to change the way we build as technology comes into our market and we bring the youth and the smart generations behind us coming into this. It's going to be a world of difference. And you know what? It's our job to give them that platform to run with. All of us. So I love it. I love that you guys all get on board. Definitely. Okay, we got it. Good morning from Phoenix, David Graham. What's happening, David? I bet it's hot in Phoenix. It's always hot in Phoenix. So I'm sure, wonder if Bill Ryman will be in here this morning. He always says hello from Phoenix, hot Phoenix. All right, John says yes. Good, John. We're going to follow up. Let's catch up this week. Definitely want to continue the conversation. I think we're going to have a lot of fun. Got some great ideas. And Jen says Jude is the mystery LinkedIn user. Yeah, I was looking on my computer screen here and got that one sorted. So, Jude, always a pleasure having you show up. I love it. Absolutely love it. And then we have Ron Williams, Champaign, Illinois here, birthplace of the internet. I didn't know that. Champaign, Illinois is the birthplace of the internet. So does that mean you get better internet signal than the rest of us? I'm just curious. Is there any special perks that come with that? Do you get internet free since it's the birthplace? If not, you guys should lobby for that. If you're the home of the internet, why not? Why pay for it? They should give it to you. All right, love it. High 95 in hot Atlanta, says Rick. Rick, that's hot, man. You got to come up here and visit us. Sit down by the fire pit outside on a nice 75, 80-degree summer night. Nothing better. Cold glass of whatever your favorite beverage is. Love it. All right, let's get back into it, everyone. So we got through Tuesday of this past week. Wednesday this past week was also very, very fun. We ended up doing the top 10 with Jennifer this past Wednesday. And with that top 10, we went through pretty much all of the people that were on our top 10 list. Top 10, we're at 100, I think, plus of these live feeds right now. My notes are all over the place, and you see me scrambling for them. So we went through all of that on our product spotlight, and I'll just give you some examples. In fact, I'll give you all of them. So recap, Tim Seams, Nisha, think of this. Tim Seams, Nisha, Housing Innovation Alliance. We launched a heat map for offsite construction right here on DaveCooper.live with our good friends and partners, Housing Innovation Alliance. And that had Betsy Scott, Kirk Grundle, Trish Kurtz, Laura Dwyer, and Devin Perry from the National Association of Home Builders Building Systems Council right here on this show. And guess what? Who else played a part in that? Wasn't just the NAHB and Building Systems Council and these others. DigiBuilt played a part in that. Also, who played a part in that was Tom Hardiman's team from the Modular Building Institute. They played a part in this. So there was a lot of contributors so people could understand how to use BIM, what does this BIM roadmap do, and how do we get from point A to point B quickly. Then we had Hundegger, Steve Schrader, What a great presentation. If you haven't seen these saws, well, you got to check out. Steve Schrader was on from Hundegger. And guess what? All of these are in our YouTube channel. So Jennifer, you're out there listening. Maybe you can pop that YouTube channel up there in the comments for us. Would love to put that. Please like and subscribe. And then with our good partners from the Housing Innovation Alliance, we had Craig Collins from Tavistock on. Craig Collins from Tavistock on doing his keynote right here on Dave Cooper Live. We are trying to bring you always innovative people, the top line producers in this country, people that are making a difference, and those that are just new to the market making a difference. This isn't just about the tried and true and the old guard. You know, we're going to bring on the young generation, the people that are moving and grooving as well. Moving on, we had Jerry McCaughey from Integra, which was always fun. Tom Coronado, Citizens Bank. Andrew Holmes and Zach Ristilli, Blockhouse Residential in Pittsburgh. We were on that show. That was a live feed last month, I think it was. Andrew Holmes and Zach built beautiful townhouses, all modular construction. Check out the live feed. You want to see what you can do with modular? That's a great example in downtown in Pittsburgh. So we had Bruce Thompson from Urbaneer. You want to talk about the ADU guru of the world? Urbaneer, Bruce Thompson. And then we had Jordy Pushinger on. Hey, Jordy. Jordy had just reached out to me. It was good to hear from Jordy from ModuCore. If you don't understand what ModuCore is doing, check it out. If you're in manufacturing of modular construction or offsite construction, you need to go to their website and understand what they have built for you to help you automate and watch what you're doing, count your dollars, count your data, whatever you want to call it. It's very powerful stuff. Check them out, ModuCore. Thomas Simpson, DigiBuild. DigiBuild has taken not only BIM, but scheduling and sourcing. They've taken roughly like 5 things and put it all together in a solid package so you can build out your entire project on paper. You can push out your information to get your bids and your quotes, and all your trades can communicate with you through text message. This is really happening. This is really happening in our world. Technology is moving in. And there was a post that just went out that I commented on, Jennifer commented, and I actually tagged Greg Ugaldi from the National Associations of Home Builders on this post about the top, whatever it was, 20 innovative companies in the world. Well, how come we're not on that? How come nobody from real estate, how come nobody from manufacturing and construction or offsite construction is on that? I think we make it a goal of ours to be on that list. We don't need to be dead last anymore. It's painful to even talk about. All right, so Bim Roadmap with Betsy Scott, Charlie Wardell, Christopher Allerid, Tim Beckman, and Scott. The Bim Roadmap, I was talking about this just a little bit earlier. They created all this. They all pitched in for it. It's an amazing, amazing thing. And I may have confused a couple things there going through this, but with the Bim Roadmap, that was DigiBuild. That was quite a few other other people that have put in their data. I mean, this was something where MyTech and Simpson Strong Ties, and in most people's minds, they're like, well, don't they compete? Yes. Not on everything. Collaboration is happening. They have come together and they're collaborating on so many different things, and I think it's absolutely amazing. And that's where part of this BIM roadmap came together to build things and put things together. So between the heat map and the BIM roadmap from Housing Innovation Alliance, just those 2 things alone are huge for this industry. And the fact that they have everybody collaborating is even a bigger thing. All right, we got 2 more we're going to go through. Steve Glenn, Plant Prefab. Yes, Steve Glenn, Plant Prefab, has Amazon as one of their backers or financial supporters or investors, was on this show. And you want to know what? They're doing amazing things. They're doing a hybrid of modular and panelized, wood, steel. You think modular is a box? You got to check out Plant Prefab. Check out Steve Glenn and what they're doing. Now they're getting into ADUs and stuff too. So they're doing some really cool stuff. And then last Wednesday, we were up in New Hampshire, Salem, New Hampshire. Salem, New Hampshire at SIGA at their training center. Hear me now. This was free. I partook, whatever that word is, in their training up there. And then we live streamed our show that Wednesday. And I have to tell you, When I learned what I learned about air tightness, vapor barriers, window sealing, and how a lot of people are doing it and how it should be done, and not should be done because somebody made a product to sell it, but because the building science is behind it. The building science is behind it. Excuse me. You need to check it out. It's free. Send your employees there. Send yourself there. Do yourself a favor, because what you're doing in building has a value, especially if you figure out how to keep those energy costs down for your customers, commercial or residential. Did I say free? Free course. So that was Kenneth Kiefer and Etienne Gubler, who is the CEO of SIGA North America. And if you don't know either one of them, you need to know them because they have been in offsite for a long time. SIGA has been doing the offsite builds in Europe long before we even began thinking about building science in modular here in the United States. So if you want to take your manufacturing and your building to the next level, I highly suggest you check them out. All right, I see the comments are blowing up, so I better get to them. Holy mackerel, there's a ton of them in here today. All right. Let me go up here because there's 89. Dun, 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 dun. All right, here we go. LinkedIn user, are there apps that work well with your industry? I'm thinking that, is that Jude? Because I can't see that. So that's a good question, Jude. Are there apps? So when you say an app, there are apps that are out there for estimating and software, but they're not specifically designed for offsite construction. They're not. There are apps out there, but it's growing more and more with the tech companies coming in, like ModuCore. They're doing things that you're not seeing out here, like DigiBuilt, where you can do so much from your phones and your iPads. That stuff is actually starting to happen. So expect to see more of it, but we need more people. We need more Silicon Valley. We need more New York tech companies, whatever the case is, to stick their nose in our business so we can take it to the next level. Bottom line. All right. Let's see. Let me keep rolling down here. Oh, I see. Good old Mark Willie's joining us from Minneapolis. Hey, Mark, how's that voice doing today? I know you were struggling with it a little bit. Hopefully you're feeling better this morning with your voice. You weren't sick. Just had some allergies that were happening. So looking forward to Build Change Top 10 every BS Friday. Love it. Jennifer's answering quite a few people for us this morning. Thank you, Jennifer. I love it when you help out. Looking forward to Splash Modular driving innovation in this industry. Absolutely. Here's the performance for SIGA. If you haven't seen it, let's get on board. If you're not there, you need to be there. All right. Love it. Free training. So, all right, everybody, let me round out the week. So with that said, Thursday, we had Alex B. Sheridan on, Increasing Influence. If you don't know this young man from LinkedIn, you should. Alex B. Sheridan is a real player in our industry when it comes to branding yourself. He's doing it a lot different than everybody else, and it's absolutely amazing. And I highly suggest you check Alex B. Sheridan out. His website is Impacts with an X. All right, and then Friday, we had the none other than the only Mark Bare Naked Willie, the man with the beard, the bearded man, was on, and we went through our top 10. We went through number 1, What is Building Science with Mark Willie. Number 2, Brian Iverson from T-Stud was on, and we learned all about the bare naked stud and the stud that isn't naked. We had Cheryl Seco on from Sick Buildings. If you don't know what that is, you need to check it out. Maybe your kids don't have allergies. Maybe those migraine headaches aren't because of a health issue. Check that whole video out right on our YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Then we had Matt Daigle on, CEO, founder of Rise. Build with Rise. I mean, this guy has, major companies supporting what they're doing. Check them out. I mean, Build with Rise is an online community for building healthier homes. Build with Rise, Matt Daigle. Then we had Lindsay Elton, Joe Konopacki, energy audits, blower door tests, high performance homes. We talked about all of it. Learn something. Building science is about learning and having a lot of fun, because Mark Willie and I don't take things too seriously, but we have fun. Then we had Minotaur Air on, all about ventilation with Alex DeGagny. And then we had Prudence Fiera on, and we're going to learn about her techno science, techno dance, background here coming up. She's been keeping that for me, but I'm looking for you, Prudence. We were talking about passive house, easier and more attainable. Then we had number 8, Katie Kaluzny, bringing Net Zero Green Build Home Showcase alive virtually. Tune in. They're still going on. All of these homes are being showed in Illinois. Passive homes, retrofit, new homes, split levels, I think we're in there. You can make your house passive. You can make your house more energy efficient. And now all these tours of people that have done it is virtual. Go check it out. And then we had number 9, Insane in the Membrane, where we had Etienne Gubler from Siga, Adam White with purple, and Sean St. Omar and Prudence Fier. Listen, did I get those right? Adam White and Sean, I'm getting your names, your companies, everything backwards here. But what we did is we had 3 competitors on, and we all talked about what we are changing in our world with building science and the house wraps that's going on. And when we say we all talked about it, we didn't talk about it as competitors. We talked about it as 3 different companies competing in the same space. All of their products were amazing. All of their products have their own purpose. And you need to check it out, because these are 3 guys that really, really worked hard together to bring everything together collectively to bring you building science knowledge that you can take to the bank. And that's what's super, super important. So getting back into it, Adam White, is Intelligent Membranes in Passive Purple. If you watch him spray his stuff, it's soothing. It's quite a neat little thing. And then Sean St. Omar, with his 475. I mean, it was just great. It was just great. And I'm sorry, guys, I'm getting that one all mixed up. I got a ton of stuff on this paper. We're covering so much stuff. All right, and then Mark and I on Friday yesterday did our top 10. We did our top 10. All right, let me get into this week real quick, because it's going to be a quick one. Monday, Greg Ugaldi, immediate past chairman of the NAHB, right here, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12, if you're counting, Central Time for my buddy Mark out there. And then on Tuesday, we're going to have Building Modular, and we're going to dive deeper into cost estimating and everything else that we've already covered on Building Modular. Stay tuned for more information on that. Wednesday, we are going to be on location in New York, West Islip, New York. West Islip, New York. Axis Construction, Mod Logic, they did a pediatric emergency room addition during the height of the crisis in COVID 2.5 months ago. They put it in 7,000 roughly square feet. Ribbon cutting is Wednesday. Opening, ribbon cutting. Can you believe it? What was that, 2.5 months, 7,000 square feet, all the MEPs, all the vacuum things that suck the medication through the building and to where they need to go. It is absolutely amazing. Axis Construction and Mod Logic pulled this one together in a very fast way to help out the healthcare world. It wasn't for COVID, but it just happened to happen during COVID, and they did speed it up just because they needed the space and to keep things going. So that's Wednesday, and that's going to be live. We will start putting out the announcements of exactly when we'll be live on that. So don't miss it. We're going to walk through this entire facility live so you can see how great modular offsite construction will be. How cool is that? All right, and then we got Thursday, Increasing Influence with Miles Biggs and myself. And then Friday. I love my Friday. We're going to have Harris Woodward on this Friday at 1 p.m. on building science. All right, and what is Harris Woodward very, very good at? I'm going up to my notes here, right? Harris Woodward is all about making modulars energy efficient and green. Harris Woodward is the expert in modular construction, and he is the expert when it comes to building green. Everybody hear that? Modular, traditional 2x6 wall construction, electric, all electric, energy efficient, all electric, energy efficient. Stay tuned this Friday. That's what we got coming up with BS Friday and Mark Willie. Even Mark Willie's eyes went just like that. He's sitting there. Mark, so if you're watching, I saw your eyes get big when he said that, because even you thought it was really, really cool. So if you're in the modular space and you want to learn how to build better, build smarter, be more energy efficient and build a healthier home. Tune in next Friday. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. I love that everybody tuned in this morning. I will see you all Monday. Greg Ugaldi, 1 p.m. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye now.